Hey there, everyone. It's Coach Adessa again. I am continuing to move forward with Take the Wheel, where I will be speaking out to my people anytime you guys come to my mind during a commute. Um, like I mentioned in one of the first message shares, it's the beautiful irony of the concept of taking the wheel, where we put our hands on the steering wheel, we drive ourselves forward, we choose to give ourselves permission to sit in the driver's seat. So my gut is telling me to continue to provide this to you all in this way, so not looking back. On that note, this morning you guys definitely came to thought, as I was not a hot mess, but a hot mess. And what I mean by that is my mind was all over the place. I was not necessarily dragging myself the same way as I would from sheer exhaustion, because I'm very dedicated to a chaotic lifestyle. It's just meant for me. It feels right, looks right. Whenever I'm not busy and booked, I am even worse off, mentally, physically, and emotionally. For what I mean by my mind all over the place, it was like I was awake, but my mind was having a harder time catching up to the process. And while I'm going through the routine still, I'm pushing myself forward with the powerful morning routine. And I'm thinking to myself how many times I've been in one of our bookings, and I'm hearing a relatable experience that you all could have, where your minds are all over the place and you guys are releasing when we go through the process of release, reset, and recharge. And you guys are releasing, but then where the struggles come with the reset, where I provide the responses, and then there's this attachment that you guys have for your reaction to that, the way that that feels, where the mind is wandered off in that way. And even with the I statements that I can provide, it becomes triggering, because for you guys, it's like, okay, good for you. That's not how it is for me. And what I then shift into is, well, I can't understand, because I'm trying to gather more information then, because if this response was not speaking to you, what am I missing to provide even more? And so that's why I was like, okay, this is back to that relatability, and maybe what I'm really trying to help my people understand is, like, I am still pushing forward, and it sucks. Like it's not even that I even wanted to go lay back down and just be sleeping this day away. It's just that everything was taking effort and energy, and I felt like I couldn't even find myself yet. Like, where am I finding this energy? I just got to get it done. I just got to get it done. And that's why I realized that self-talk that works for those that work with the subconscious mind, that have all of that stuff out there about how you got to go through the process of letting go of limiting beliefs and this, that, and the third, and how I've made it very clear, none of that works for you all. It doesn't apply to my people. So I'm like, okay, that's what it is. My people aren't there yet, so that's what causes them to react and not respond. How do I help them find their way to having an ability to be more responsive, less reactive? So for me, what I go through, it's like I can't find my strength. I can't find my energy. I can't find my mindset. I can't get myself together. But technically, I'm still pushing forward, because I just got to get it done. I just got to get it done. So I stop myself from going into fixation mode, where I'm having the running list of incomplete tasks that make me feel a little bit, I don't want to say defeated, but some self-disappointment, some moments of not being happy with who and where I am for a second, because I'd rather get my ish together and have all that knocked out the park, and then my mind can wander into, okay, now I'm looking at the clock, and it's like, okay, I don't even know how much time just passed, because I wasn't even thinking about anything. I was just like blank state of mind, absent-minded. Those moments are like your mind. You can't find the words, you can't find the thoughts. Feels a bit dysfunctional. But I stay responsive. I innately have the ability, skill set, strengths, and to stay responsive, not reactive. I did have times of life, and you will hear me have one of these recordings that provides that to you, where I'm like, hey, listen, I was so reactive, but this is how I was able to reset from that. With you guys, you become attached to that reaction, you guys would be going through it with this whole big defeated reactive agitation, whichever it is. It's just this, like, I don't want to say raging roar. um, it's not like you're an untamed beast all the time, but you guys just have this big, the reaction causes there to be a resistance to the potential to just get through the process, a resistance to actually having at least a percentage of things just in order, even though it took all of the effort that could be and all of the energy that could be, and even though it was done with an absent or blank mindset, you still got there. For you guys, you unintentionally self-sabotage the starts to your day and then have very low energy carrying you forward into that day. And then, unfortunately, the outcomes tend to be like, yeah, every day's a new day. Because I'm always saying, every day's a new day. Every day's a new day. And it's not just like, hey, it's a new opportunity. It's literally every day is a new day. You're taking a step forward even when you don't realize it was a step forward. And even if you're still standing still by choice, you're stepping in place. It's a step no less. It's a new day. But you guys aren't able to live through each moment the way that I believe you deserve and the way that you're really actually calling and crying out for, because your addiction to escaping reality causes there to be an attachment to that moment of reaction, because that reaction allows reality to be blamed compared to reality being accepted. When you accept reality in moments like that, you find this source. It's not energy. It's like a steam. It's like running on fumes. You find this ability because the acceptance of reality for what it is in that moment gives you enough push to just go through the motion. It's like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. It's the true, more uh, action-based way of viewing that term. It is what it is. Like, it's accepting the now. Like, this is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. This is what it is. And you go forward. You go from there. And so for me, I was like, I knew it. I knew it from the time I got up. I'm not going to have a completely functioning mind today. Why? Sorry, now I'm yelling while doing a commute. There was an unsafe situation in front of me. But recollected. Anyhow, the way that it all can work is I got a choice in front of me. It's going to be this or it's going to be that, because it is what it is. Am I going to react and completely just shut myself down and get nothing accomplished, and then go through this day completely upset with the whole start to finish? And will it get better or worse? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to lose all that time from all of those questions that were running through my head? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? I can't feel anything. I can't think. Da, 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 da. Or am I going to push forward to the best of my ability one moment at a time? And so that's what I got to do. Push forward to the best of my ability one moment at a time. I can't fixate on looking at the clock, because then I'm losing time just trying to count the time that I don't have to get whatever I can't even think about done. Like I can't do it. I can't fixate. I can't react. I have to respond, because for who and where I am, I have that as a non-negotiable in life, that a powerful start of the day requires me to that forced acceptance of reality if I truly desire the outcome I'm fighting for to live through this as a new day. So I have no choice but to go this direction if I truly desire that to be the outcome. So I have no choice but to push myself to say, I don't have it in me to go do those downstairs cleaning activities today. I will make sure that I continue to stay committed to the way that I start this day with doing these dinner dishes before walking out of the room. I will make sure that I have the time for my morning video journaling. I will make sure that I have the time for all steps of my powerful morning, including the endorphin therapy, setting the stage for the day, this, that, and the third. Like all of those have to get done. At least these 7 things must be done before I walk out of my home, or I am setting myself up for the opposite of what I hope to feel and experience. So my 7 parts of my powerful morning are non-negotiables. You all haven't reached those places yet, or at least most of you are so far from there because you're still very much unable to accept reality for what it is. You're very much addicted to escaping reality. So in those moments of waking up like that, you guys are so vulnerable. So what feels like a state of loss. It feels like a state of loss and confusion for you, and like I said, defeat. Where for me, it's like I just can't. I just can't. But I have to. For you guys, it's like how am I supposed to? I can't even think. I can't even this. I can't. I don't. I don't even want to get out of bed. You're lucky I even woke up today. Like those agitations. It's like it's something you can't get away from. However, if you really, really desire to have a better day, that is where you should see it worth it to explore accepting reality for what it is. Saying to yourself, it is what it is. Not the self talk for self empowerment stuff that I'm clearly going to continue to tell you does not apply to you. But what prevents you from getting through the moment stronger is that you're not accepting that this is just a part of life, that it has nothing to do with you being punished by life or this, that, and the third. It's just you being a human being. Just take it for what it is. Don't overstretch the mile. Don't throw your hands up in the air with anger and rage and hostility because you didn't wake up for it to be your way. Decide what is non-negotiable, what you at least have to do. Get that done and walk forward. One moment at a time is all you can live for. And one moment at a time is every breath we can take. It's literally every second of every day is a moment. So make the best of each moment instead of spending the only moment you had to start your day with setting the stage to guarantee that it wasn't going to be your day because you didn't wake up the way you wanted to, feeling the way you wanted to, and having what you wanted to. Instead, say, well, this sucks and life sucks what feels like 100% of the time, but fine, we'll call it 75%. I guess we'll call it 75% of the time. Whatever you gotta do, you can say all that all you want. Do an F you chant if you want to, but don't lose the opportunity to live through it instead of obsessing, fixating against it. Bye for now.